goes. I think he said something about my audio was removed. So let me know if you all can hear me well. I actually have two microphones going on because I'm on my Instagram. So let me adjust this as well. On IG and put my hashtags in. On my YouTube, let me know if the sound is good. I got some type of notification that my sound was not good. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me well on Periscope? Let me know if you can hear me well on Periscope and in Instagram. The topic I want to discuss is AU trade lines, right? Or should you get, okay, thank you, good, you can hear good. Should you get AU trade lines or let me move this over to top just a little bit. AU trade lines or primary trade line. Primary trade lines. Give me 1 second on Instagram so my volume is. All right, can you hear me now on Instagram? I'm not muted. All right. Instagram, if you cannot hear me, just let me see. All right. Okay. Hello, Mark. I'm trying to may not need to try to do this. Instagram saying they can't hear. I have to log out IG and just do this on my. Can't hear? Okay, just get on let me log off and try to log back on my Instagram. All right, so Instagram's having some problems hearing. I'm just gonna log off there, discard that. So I want to talk to you all real quick about AU trade lines, right? So you all come in and say hello. We got Mark in on Periscope. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I want to discuss two things today before I get my workout on. Good evening to you as well. Good evening to you as well. So you all come in, make sure that you like and share, right? Like and share this. Hit the thumbs up so others can get notification that I am live streaming as well. So like, share, hit that thumbs up button. We'll try one more time for the IG. See if we can get that situated. And if not, I'm just gonna roll what I got because they're saying for some reason they can't hear on Instagram. So we're just gonna roll with it. And I'll try Instagram another time. So I want to talk to you all about primary trade lines or making a decision for authorized users, right? Should you use a primary trade line and authorized user? If you have questions, I may answer them to the end, but I'm not going to disrupt what I'm saying to answer your questions. So you can go ahead and put them in the comments, or you can wait to the end and put them in the comments, and I will see if I can answer it. So let me try one more time on Instagram, see if they can hear me well. If not, we're gonna roll with what I have because this is not going to be a long live stream, right? This is not going to be a long live stream. So with FICO 10 into play, right? A lot of people are inquiring about should they get authorized trade lines with FICO 10, because FICO 10 will check your 2-year history now. So with the 2-year history being checked and reported, okay, good. So I'm finally good on IG, right? So with the 2-year history reported, I have been coming before you all, letting you all know that having an authorized user temporarily on your credit report, when they can look at a 2-year window, right? And having an authorized user that may fall off in 30 to 60 days, right, will still get you in a position or have you in a position where you are being denied for the credit. And so primary trade lines, however, will help you in two ways, right? And this is how. Number one, if you have high debt on your credit reporting, right? You have high debt reported on your credit. Let me adjust this real quick. I don't want to try to mess anything up. Kind of afraid. So, okay, let me just leave that alone. If you have high debt reporting on your credit report, high student loan debts, high vehicle loan debts, high debt balance, et cetera, when you add primary trade lines, that will help decrease your overall debt ratio, being that you are not adding, and when I say primary trade lines, that's new credit that I'm referring to. So being that you do not have, let's see, I can work. And when I'm saying new credit, just so I'm expressing this or teaching this correctly, I mean that if you're at the My Jewelers Club account that I share with you all, right, and the New Coast Direct account, so there will be approximately $10,000 of new credit or new debt showing or reporting your credit report. So when you have $10,000, your overall debt ratio, and you have low balances on those new charge cards, right, it will decrease your overall new debt ratio. However, it will also decrease your history, right? Your history reporting. So when you add new credit, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. When you're adding new credit, right, it decreases the overall age or history reporting. Now, the history reporting, your credit profile is a math equation, right? The history reporting is accounts for 35%, your overall credit score, and then your debt, how much debt that you have on your credit report is 30%. So you have a total of 65%. So now that you've taken care of the 30%, you might be asking, okay, well, now I've affected the 35% because now adding new credit or new primary trade lines have just decreased my credit history. The longer credit history you have reported on your credit report, the higher your credit score will be. So you want trade lines, or you want a history, a long history of credit report. So this, or credit reporting. So this is why sometimes when people come to me, right, and they have student loans report on their credit report, and they think that the debt ratio or the amount that they owe on their student loan is stopping them from getting approval. For some people, student loan is the longest amount of credit history or trade line that they have reported on their credit report. So a trade line can be a credit card, a department store card, a vehicle loan, right? A student loan, a mortgage loan, or if your rent is reporting, your rent reporting, right? All of these are trade lines. And I did a video, Instagram, you might not see it, but on my YouTube concerning trade lines on yesterday, and how it's always best if you have credit card trade lines or department store trade lines, you get the most points for paying your balance to $1, leaving a $1 balance on your account every month, right? You'll get a total of 65 points. Whereas if you paid your balance down to 0 every month, you'll only get accredited 55 points, right? So if you just kept a $1 balance on your credit cards or department store cards, that would give you an additional 10 points, right? 10 points to your credit score. So again, let me say this again because I may have said it incorrectly. If you have a 0 balance, if you pay your card down every month, that's 55 points. I'm not sure if I said 50 previously. And then if you keep it at $1, just carry on a $1 balance, you'll get 65 points. So that's a 10 points difference, right? These are just strategies you can use to increase your credit score, because sometimes 10 points makes the difference of whether you get approved or not approved, right? And so if you're a person, that's why when I do my credit analysis, everything has to be customized, because this is not a one-size-fit-all operation. This is not a one-size-fit-all, right? I can't, what I give advice that fits for Joe may not fit for John, right? John may not have high debt balance report on his credit profile, but Joe might. So for Joe, adding new primary trade lines to decrease his overall debt ratio reporting, because now if he has $10,000 added, for example, right, this is going to decrease your overall debt ratio reporting. But for John problem is he may have a thin credit profile, right? And he doesn't have a lot of credit history. He doesn't have a long student loan account reporting. He didn't get, for example, maybe he did not get in student loan debt at the age of 18, right? So he doesn't have a long length of history reporting. And it's his situation. He may have a thing. He may be a person that just don't use credit as much at all. So he needs some credit history to his credit report. Now, this is where the AU trade lines come in. Now, again, with FICO 10, right, if you're adding or you need credit history, you're going to need credit history now that's at least 2 years of age or older. Because again, FICO 10 is looking at and analyzing your 2-year historical performance as it relates to your credit for a 2-year time span. No longer is it a 30-day window or a 45-day window. Thank you, Cliff, on Instagram for the thumbs up. Thank you for the digital love. So now you need longer history reporting. The longer, the better, right? And also with your authorized user, if you do add an authorized user and one of your strategies may be to get business credit, for example, right? And you want to apply for business credit cards. Not only does the length of history needs to be 2 years of age or older, but you may have to get high credit limit, older AU trade lines, because let's say, for example, if you have a My Jewelers Club reporting, right, and on my YouTube channel, I will put those links in there. If you want access to those links on Instagram, then hop over to my YouTube. I'm Queen of Credit on YouTube as well. So I will put these two primary trade line links in. If you say, you know, Queen, I have high debt ratio reporting, so I need to add, and primary means yours. You are not renting or inheriting somebody else's credit history. AU trade lines means that you have either paid a business or a company, or you asked a friend or family member to add you as an authorized user on their credit cards, so you can rent their credit history, right? You have a thin credit profile and you need the credit history reporting to help you in the area of 35 points. And so, but primary means these are your individualized account. You're not being added to someone else. This is yours. This belongs to you. You are the primary and the only user, and that account reports to you and directly to your social security number. So again, if one of your strategies is to get higher credit history reporting and you want to get higher limit approval for credit cards, a lot of people that is, for example, that want to get business credit cards that will not show or report on their personal credit card reports, they use this strategy because they may have a personal credit card with only a $5,000 credit limit, right? The credit card is a good standing card, or you might have a department store card with a $5,000 credit limit. But once you apply for business credit, you want to take advantage of business credit offering you trade lines in the area of $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, or even $50,000. And so once you apply for business credit, when your credit is pulled, your personal credit is pulled and leveraged or used to qualify for those business credit cards, they will look at the highest credit limit card or department store card or credit card that you have report on your credit report. So AU still can be a strategy for people that do not have high credit limit cards personally, right? Or a high credit limit department store card. So in these situations, AU, even with the implementation of FICO 10, is still helpful. Now, this is when AU trade lines are not helpful, right? I told you when primary trade lines were helpful, when you're trying to decrease your credit, your overall debt to credit ratio. But this is when AU trade lines are not helpful. Number one, when you have negatives or derogatory accounts reported on your credit report within the last 2 years, like a collection, a charge off, or a recent late payment. So that means for you, if you have anything from 2018 to 2019 that is reporting negative, or even a medical collection, right? Then AU trade lines won't be much help or benefit to you. Yes, it may give you a high credit score, but it will not give you a profile in which you will still get approved for by banks and lenders. So you have to fix the negatives first, right? You have to fix the negative first. Second situation where AU trade lines will not be beneficial to you is when you're trying to get approved for a mortgage, right? You may see an increased credit score, but mortgage companies have identified, and all the banks and lenders are able to see that, hey, you are just an authorized user. This is not your primary account. However, if you're trying to get approved for a vehicle or another credit card, those two situations where AU trade lines will assist you, being that you have no negatives reporting, right? But if you're trying to get approved for a mortgage, having AU trade lines and boosting your credit score will not get you approved for a mortgage loan, right? Will not get you approved for a business loan, right? And so you need to be careful with that. Let me see. Give me 1 second. And so you need to be careful with that. Like I said, everyone strategies, everyone reason for wanting their credit increase is different. So if you're trying to do that on the basis of, give me 1 second. And all right. If you're trying to do that on the basis of, I'm trying to get approved for a mortgage, AU trade lines will not help. But in the case of it's a vehicle, and especially if it's business credit, that definitely will help you, right? And so, yeah, make sure that you're doing it as well. Now, the second part of this in Instagram, you might want to log off because you won't be able to see the background. On my YouTube channel is Queen of Credit on YouTube. So hop off real quick and join me on my YouTube, Instagram. I just want to share that with you all as well for the time being. So let me log off this Instagram. And now, all right, the second thing I wanted to discuss with you all is credit and crypto, right? Credit and crypto. Primary. Give me 1 second. Credit and crypto. I'm going to give you all, share with you all the cryptocurrency that can be used as collateral, right, for you to get approved for credit. Because this is where this is going with the crypto and credit world. I was actually, I heard someone's live stream today, and they were all for people using cash, telling people don't get in debt, use your cash. Cash is king. And now they're telling people to get in debt, right? You need to go out and take out this loan. It's easy money, it's good money, et cetera, et cetera. And so now they're encouraging people to now get into debt and to take out these loans because it's cheap credit. You know, the people that were saying cash flow is king, get into, you don't get credit cards, use your cash, don't get these loans, don't get in, with this program. Now they're promoting to people to set up their business entities, take out this loan and get into debt. And because it can help you build a business. Well, I've been saying this since day one. So a lot of people that even speaking against Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they're going to change their tune when it comes to that as well. So traditional banks have now started, more traditional banks taking, accepting loans and cryptocurrency as collateral. So let me share this with you. That the loans or the cryptocurrency that can be used as collateral is, of course, Bitcoin. That's the digital gold, right? So, of course, you can do that with your Bitcoin. If you're holding in the Bitcoin, with your Ethereum, XRP. I know a lot of people, XRP took a dump today, right? Or actually the last couple of days, because they have filings against the SEC going against them. But anytime that you can use these cryptocurrency as an instant loan as collateral, then I take it for the collateral that it's worth as well. So you have XRP. So I held my XRP. I didn't dump it, right? I didn't let it go. Then you have Litecoin, and then you have a crypto coin on this platform of crypto.com. So this is the CRO is only offered through crypto.com. So, you know, again, a lot of people or some of these YouTubers, thank you so much. I'm glad you caught me live as well. Some of these YouTubers have told people, don't use credit. Cash is king. Now they're telling them to get into credit, and I'll show you how to set up your business entity so you can get some of this cheap credit from the government. So I've always been true to what I've been saying since day one, and being true to helping people financially. And so let's look at these traditional banks that are now December. Actually, this just happened December the 21st, right? Traditional banks offer digital asset custody, AMIT compliance legislation, right? So this article was released yesterday. More and more traditional banks have started announcing support for digital assets as the price of Bitcoin continues to make headlines for record-breaking all-time highs. Even major banks like JPMorgan, right? You got JPMorgan in the mix, which previously frowned against Bitcoin. Now they're into the Bitcoin, right? They told their employees if they found out that actually that they invested in the Bitcoin, that the employees could be fired. So JPMorgan, the world's leading bank, most dominant bank, right? Pioneer Bank has changed their tone on that and about Bitcoin. And they have frowned upon newfound interest in the cryptocurrency, right? Contrary to what Goldman Sachs stated, recently JPMorgan strategists have noted that the price of gold will suffer from structural flow headwind over the next upcoming years due to Bitcoin's growth. Now, while JPMorgan is clearly taking a softer stance or support for Bitcoin, some leading banks are also going a step further by offering their clients, right, custody services for digital assets. So these banks are FV Bank, a Puerto Rican-based digital bank, announced December the 21st that it received permission from Puerto Rico Office of the Commissioner of Financial Institutions to provide custody services for all major cryptocurrencies, which includes Bitcoin and Ethereum, along with support for Ethereum tokens. And then you have the CEO of this bank told Cointelegraph the bank will be offering custodian services, right? So banks are more well-positioned to provide secure custody and to provide banking services to enable seamless experience. So I just wanted to bring this to you all, that more traditional banks are accepting, converting over to, and Bitcoin is at a dip right now. It's at 23,000. But if you got in Bitcoin earlier this year, it was as low as 16,000. So that has returned or increased 4 times the amount. If this is something that you got into earlier this year. And so the Standard Chartered Bank announced a partnership with the United States-based investment firm Northern Trust to provide institutional custody also for Bitcoin. starting next year. I told you all that the IMF, which was the International Monetary Funds, is January 1st will invoke, which is all the banks and funds throughout the United States, right? I mean, throughout the countries will invoke the digital wallet. Now, a lot of people are already seeing the digital wallet with their banking institution. For example, I know that Bank of America, right? So Bank of America is. So these are just banks, right, that are offering you collateral. They're getting better or they're getting bigger on crypto. And this is just preparing everyone for the new economy, the new world revolution, where we are headed to digital cash, digital wallets, and digital coins. So I just want to bring that to you. So this is why I tell people, invest in a customized credit analysis, right? Invest in a customized credit analysis. I'm not going live stream to just answer your questions and you haven't made an investment, right? I'm going live stream to educate you, but this is not okay, I caught the queen of credit live. Let me get her to answer my question, because everybody's situation is different. That's why custom letters and templates will not work. So you select credit help. You go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, and you get your customized credit analysis. So the breakdown of if a primary or AU trade line would be best for you, we can discuss that, right? But I'm not going to answer these questions live. I'm not, because I have to see what's in your credit report. I have to analyze, and I have to know whatever your goals is. And I also have to use my time, right? I also have to use my time to do this. So my time is not for free, right? And also, if you want to ask a question that you think that you want to invest in my knowledge and wisdom to help you online, then go ahead and send in that super chat, or you can cash app or donate. But other than that, your custom credit analysis is a $125 investment. My website is here, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. Again, you'll select on the tab credit help. Get that done. Let's help get your credit in position so you can get these capital funds, this cheap debt that's out here, and also get your cash flow up. I'm signing out. I may go live again tonight. Again, I'm about to hit the gym right now. Someone on Periscope says, I'm a professional hairdresser. That's a wig and weave. No, it's not a wig and weave. This is my hair. Some type of professional implant. I guess it got a little shine to it. You can look at the roots and tell it's my hair, because all of it would be shining. So I will probably get my braids back, because it's much easier for me to maintenance my braids when I go to the gym. But again, those are the difference between AU, primary trade lines. You definitely need to get your credit up, right? There is cheap debt out here. It's an opportunity for people to use cheap debt and cheap credit at low interest rates to become richer and to invest in yourself and your business, especially when we're up in arms about what's going to happen with the stimulus, what's going to be the results. A lot of people need to be in a position now where they can invest to increase their cash flow, right, and their income status. If you are interested in working from home, let me share this link with you as well. This is the link to, just go here, www.howtoshiftyourincome.com. You can get paid daily. You're also helping people. You all know that President Trump passed the payroll tax, right? The payroll tax. So a lot of people come January 1st will see those taxes, those federal taxes, added back into their paychecks, and they will be taxed higher. So we help people adjust their paychecks. Some people can lose hundreds of dollars every pay period come January 1st. The payroll tax cut that President Trump initiated plan, right? A lot of people come January 1st are going to see the repercussions of that. So even now they're getting less federal taxes, right? Or their taxes were deferred that's going to double up in their paycheck. And so they can lose hundreds out of their paycheck. And one way to help them recuperate this is through this business and home-based business. So go to the website, howtoshiftyourincome.com, watch those 3 videos, right? And once you're interested, and it also help you with credit management as well. It also will help you with your credit management and giving you month-to-month assistance, right? I don't do month-to-month assistance, right? We do consultations. We work together to expedite your credit results, because with month-to-month credit repair program, it can take up to 6 months to a year to get results. However, if that's within your budget, right, you can also work with the home-based business. It's $79 a month. They will work for you and with you with your credit as well for monthly payments and premium. So it's a one-time investment of $224. You can also earn passive income when you refer others or tell others or enroll others to the home-based business. I get paid daily. I tell people all the time, daily pay keeps recession away. How can you survive getting paid weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, right? Your bills come residual. The best way to attack that, prices are increasing every day. And the best way to attack that is to get paid every day. So this is a great another passive income stream for me. And so you can, again, go to this website, howtoshiftyourincome.com, www. And if you are interested in the home-based business, send me a text message within my business hours. I am on Central Standard Time, right? So from 8 a.m. until, hello, Corey from Memphis, 8 a.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. And if you're not on Central Standard Time, you need to check that before you send me a text, because if I get text out after hours, you will automatically receive a message that you have been blocked from future text messages, right? For texting outside of business hours and or on the weekends. No text messaging on the weekends concerning your home-based business. So you can text to my business phone, 601-720-2063, HBB. But do this first. Do not text until you go to howtoshiftyourincome.com and watch those 3 videos about helping people with the paycheck protection, keeping the more money they make out of their paycheck, and to position yourself to get paid every day. So let me do this recap. If you want credit help directly, you need to invest in the credit consultation for $125. And that website, again, is my personal website. You're working directly with me. It's Fix, F-I-X, my credit and cash.com. And go to credit help and invest in that $125 credit consultation. How long does it take Experian to upload your points to the bureau? I guess whenever they finish with your dispute, it will automatically, if you have something in your dispute, whenever that dispute is updated, if the dispute was in your favor and negative items were moved, it will be updated that same day if you have an account with Experian, right? So that could take up to 30 calendar days in order for your disputes to be either updated. Not all disputes get deleted or removed, right? To be updated and or deleted or removed. Okay, so I'm signing out. Here's to your health and your wealth, your credit and your cash flow, queen, and your peace and prosperity. Queen of Credit God. You all have a great evening.